What's up, everybody? We're back with some more Nova Drift. Before we begin, I'd like to thank Luan, Sean, Endel, Satan, Ultra Viper, Zinthus, Buzzkill the Mad Lad, Marco Dendecker, Queer Supervillain, Hyper Exalted God King Supreme, Mega Ultra Dave, and the Nuclear Lyrics Girl 5232 for being members of our Patreon. If you'd like to be a member of our Patreon, go to patreon.com/see link in the description.
Barons, dukes, lords. I feel bad for anyone that's scared of royalty around here nowadays.
No, they'll get used to it. All right, so today I am going to do a crazy shield chargy Halo build in the hopes that we find the crab boss, because I just want to cook him. I just want to do a little crab boil. That's literally all I got for today. That's the plan.
I mean, after what happened yesterday, I understand.
Yes.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, I was gonna say after yesterday, I look, this build, I know it works, and just gotta. Although I've had to blow so many rerolls already, I had to blow a reroll on the weapon, the shield, and the hull.
No big.
Which is
what are you rerolls for?
Incredibly unlikely. Just first of all, shield durability first, I think. And then we're just gonna get all the shield talents. We're gonna get charge shields, which is why we got Lance. And then we're just gonna get vaguely near things until they cook. We'll grab a reflexive shields. It's fine. Let us get vaguely towards the boss here. And just like that, he's gone. Yeah, we'll take a barrier. I'm not gonna work on getting anything cool for my lance because I don't need it. Hopefully. The lance is just here for me to charge.
True.
And yes, I could charge other weapons, but then I would need charge shot. And I need charge shot to get charged weapons anyway. So I will be getting those upgrades. So the lance will get something, but I'm not getting it for the lance. I'm getting it for the shield. Everything for the shield. Shield effect radius.
There you go.
It's a good start. So we just need shield effect radius, and then we need more shield effect radius, and then we need to pull in the shield effect radius because you need that for charge shields, which gives us more shield effect radius. Do I get the focus shield first? Or do I get the magnitude to... I'm gonna get the magnitude now because I also need that for charge shield. And the lance is literally going to do the most work early in this run. Because at a certain point, the shield's just gonna take over. So, yeah, let's grab that. We'll grab payload, get charge shot going, and then we'll be pretty much done with lance stuff at that point. Unless you want to count getting something like power reserves, a lance thing, just because charging it makes us slightly slower. We don't need any of this. But we only have 3 rerolls. I'm gonna live my dream. Get the focus shield, it's fine.
I like how we only have 3 rerolls, and then you're immediately like, I'll use them.
Look. Sometimes you just have to throw caution to the wind. And that's really hard in space. You gotta rely on solar wind. Charge shot. So now we have all the prerequisites for shield charge.
Yep.
Ready to go. There it is. Bada bing, bada shield charge. It keeps showing drone specialist. Like, it's really Interested in drone specialist.
They really want you to have it.
We could go adaptive armor to work towards potentially doing like a dying star situation with this.
Yeah.
And, you know, safety is safety. It's fine. And as you pointed out, we're a little low on rerolls for some reason.
It's true.
Someone keeps spending them all willy-nilly.
What?
I won't name any names. Bonk. Are we ready for Omni Shield? No. Am I gonna take Omni Shield? Yes. We still need regenerative shields, and then we can work on getting like sanctuary and things of that nature. Weaponized shields isn't bad, but getting the first galvanic is so huge.
It's true.
I want to just grab it. Oh, hello, friend.
It's the dreadnought. Just boil the eyeballs.
Ugh. Yes.
Vulnerabilities detected. Pop, pop.
Boil his eyeballs, avoid our logo. Bonk, win.
Done.
We should get Rancor at some point. I like rerolls, but Quantum Decoherence is there. Scorching Wake is an interesting option as well, but I think I'll just stick with channeling. It's fine.
You're stuck in the middle still.
There was at least one level earlier where I had to be like, I can pick whatever I want. I'm a big boy, I can do what I want. Now I'll get the weaponized shields. I might have traumatized myself yesterday by almost straying from the path. Corrosion's just good. I want to eventually get hull strength just to get absorption and then rancor. But I think corrosion here is too good. Corrosion purification is where we want to be. Alright, so the crab fight theoretically is in 14 waves. 13 waves now. Will I get the crab battle because I did a build specifically for him? Or because I did a build specifically for him, I just won't get him? What do you think the prospects are?
What's the over-under?
Yeah.
Yes.
Regenerative shields.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, it's Nova Drift, right? I have a feeling that it's just gonna not give you the right boss. That's why you also gotta take every challenger. Ally specialist.
It is an ally specialist.
It's also a last stand for the magnetism.
How badly do you think I want that dying star? I think that might be a later thing. Maybe not an later thing.
I mean, I think that core shielding is still good even if you don't get the dying star right away.
It's true.
Although, I mean, if you're thinking of between that and last stand.
Look, I don't move so fast right now, so I'll get the last stand. It'll help me with my magnetism a little bit.
It helps you with the magnetism, and it gives you a safety net in case of the worst happens.
I do want to get my power reserves going. I want to get some thruster action going.
Yep.
But until then, I gotta deal with the hands that I'm dealt.
Speaking of the hands that you're dealt, I feel like you need to do this exact build, but with Courser. Just so you can, like, see the actual giant clock this time.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You know me and loaded mines with with Lance.
It's true, but I need movement. I need it so bad.
It's fair.
All right, three levels. 3 levels until crab.
I have bad feeling.
All right. Solution is to instead you have good feeling.
Oh. Well. Can't believe I didn't think of that. That's why it's multiplayer.
I'll get this go for the Rancor now.
Sure.
Dang it! You're a bad feeling.
Scion! I'm afraid of it. It's fine. Now you just need to look for challengers.
Oh boy.
He's coming for you.
He was spinning fast. Well, now that is disappointment, and now we're just looking for regular crabs, and this build that I built for crabs could potentially be for nothing.
Winnow.
You know. You know.
I know.
So I remembered this several waves ago, but I knew we were coming up to potential crabs, so I didn't want to bring it up. For some reason, I thought of it when we were talking about hands, when you're like, speaking of hands. And then I was like, speaking ofs. You said you had an Alabaman story for the Nova Drift this weekend.
Oh, no, I did. Oh, I did say that, didn't I?
You sure did. So James, last week, went on himself a little cruise ship.
Yeah.
And we didn't even miss James on the channel because we got all the pre-recordings done and stuff, and we're very proactive.
We missed the James Monday stream. That's all that I actually lost.
Yeah. But James was just like, I have a thing that I have to save for the stream, or for the Nova Drift.
Yeah, I've got a story to tell.
And it involves Alabama and lawyers, and that's really the extent of what I got.
Yeah, and I'm very curious. It's one of those things where I feel like if you already know where I'm going with this,
It's like if you know, you know.
If you know, you know, because apparently it's just a thing. So, in my travels, I had to travel through Alabama to get to where I was going.
Yep. And
you know how your phone and Google and Facebook and all that, they all communicate with each other. So because it knew that I was going to be traveling from here to there, it knew I was going to be passing through Alabama.
Sure.
And so a Facebook group popped up on my feed that, hey, you might enjoy this Facebook group. And the Facebook group was all about memes about this one dude in Alabama who basically decided that he was going to buy advertising on pretty much every billboard that he could get his hands on.
And so he did.
Man goes by the name of Alexander Shannara. And I looked at this Facebook group being, that is a very specific meme. But this is a big group. Like, considering...
Well, Alabama's kind of a big state.
Alabama's kind of a big state, but I was like, that is so specific of a meme. How many billboards does this man actually have to have created such a meme? Oh, little did I know.
Did you find out exactly how many?
I lost count. I started by counting. I lost count somewhere in the 30s. And then was just amazed and pointed out every one that I found along the way. I was just like, there's another one. I'm not exaggerating. This is not a joke. This is reality. There was a stretch of highway with 5 billboards back to back to back to back to back that were just him. From one spot, I could see 5 billboards with just the same ad for this man.
Now, do you think it's a genius marketing thing where like, even if you're not driving by it, the fact that he owns all of them, it becomes noteworthy so that people talk about it as, like, a marketing stunt? Or is it, like, just pure narcissism?
I'm going to assume it's a marketing stunt. Because somebody else seemed to have seen that and said, that's a good idea. And now I've got a Jedi and a Sith in Alabama of Alexander Shannara and Morris Bart. Who, Morris Bart doesn't have nearly as many, but still felt pretty damn close. Like, if Alexander Shannara has 100 billboards, this Morris Bart guy's got like 75.
It's just
still
such
enough
a
that it was just
bizarre
like,
thing.
It was so bizarre. I'm like, what is happening? And I'm not joking. The number of times where it was like you could see 2 or 3 or 4 mind specialists. Oh.
I
2
needed
or
power
3,
reserve something.
Like 2 or 3 or 4, or again in that one case 5 billboards, all in visible range of each other, all with the same ad.
I don't know if it's one that you saw or it's just one that you picked off from that Facebook group you were talking about, but James sent me a picture when he was describing what was going on. It was a picture of 4 billboards all in the same place, like kitty cornered, like 2 facing one direction, 2 facing the other direction, and they were all the same billboard.
Yeah, and it was just everywhere. I mean, there were parts of the highway. Sometimes it was on like both sides of the highway at the same time. Oftentimes it was both. You'd go down a stretch of like a mile and just back and forth between Alexander Shannara and Morris Bart of just every other billboard was one or the other. The same 2 ads. So I'm over here looking at this Facebook group beforehand going, there's a photo here of this man and this woman who cosplayed as these billboards for a convention. And I'm like, that's so hyper specific, and now I get it. Now
not
I
even
get it.
the people on the billboards, just the billboards themselves.
Oh, billboards themselves. Like, and again, before I went, I was just like, it's got to be an exaggeration, right? Like, there's no way. But no, I can tell you, like, 2 other billboards from the entire trip. Because one was for Gatorland, and that was cool. And then the other one was for, like, a casino.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Right. Like Victoryland Casino or something like that.
I wonder if the billboard companies are just all for it. It's because these 2 guys just driving the price of billboards up. Like, if you want a billboard up to compete with these guys, you got to pay more than them. They pay us a lot.
Right?
The Rancor ready to go here. But yeah, that's just, it's a weird thing.
It's so specific. I'm also just going to drop these 2 photos in our Discord now. And I'm going to say nothing. So everyone in the Discord's going to be like, what the heck? And you're not going to find out for like 4 days.
Well, the Patreons will know, because they get the videos almost immediately after I'm done editing them.
That's true.
If you want to watch stuff early, become a Patreon.
That's true.
Just say it.
Patreon.com/UltraC, link in the description.
Yeah.
Maybe if we get enough Patreons, I can buy a billboard thanking Alexander Shannara. No, not doing that. But...
Of all of the things to do, I don't think that would be high on my personal list. But I appreciate the gumption. I could get Purge, and then I can go Blast Radius up through Rapture just to get... Rupture, not Rapture. That's
Rupture.
A very different thing.
Just to get deflag.
Just to get deflag. Just
deflag's not bad. Alabama also had a couple of other just fun stories as we were going through, as we were crossing the state line. There was a sign that was just like, you know, keep your what was it, like a warning to make sure you're safe, because the area had smoke or fog.
Sure.
But the sign specifically said smoke or fog, and I'm like, I feel like you should know which of those two it is, because it's kind of a big difference.
Well, it could be both. It could be smog. I mean, that's a thing.
It could be smog, but the sign specifically said smoke or fog, and then the entirety of Alabama was smoke or fog the entire way, and I'm pretty sure it was fog for most of it, but there were at least 2 stretches that were definitely smoke, and I'm like, okay, I guess I understand now. It's a very specific sign.
Oh,
they also have an exit O at the end of the highway, not an exit 0. Straight up said exit O. And then there was no more highway.
Was it supposed to be a 0?
It was technically a 0. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be exit 0, but you know, Google Navigator said exit O.
Oh, well, I think that's just Google being
a
dingus.
Once again, I would have agreed right up until I got to exit O. And it was like going up a hill towards the end of it, and because of the smoke and fog and just where specifically we were, there was nothing. Like there was nothing. You go up, take the exit, and there was just gray nothing as far as the eye could see past that. It was like, that's I understand, I guess.
I guess. All right then.
It was a journey.
It sounds like you had yourself an adventure.
I found myself Alea and I were just laughing so hard. I just exit. Oh, it's not exit. Oh, it's exit. Oh.
How was your trip otherwise? How was the boat?
Our boat was good. You know, expensive for what it was, but you get what you pay for. But it was good. We had a lot of delicious food. Saw a couple of like Broadway style shows.
I've never done one of those, so just like, well, I'll have to do it one day. Everyone I know of that's been on a big boat is like, you should do the big boat thing.
One day I'll get you on one of these. And it's one of those things where boost.
Oh, we're
and I'm pregnant. It's the cruise. I know that cruising is technically bad for the environment. I know that it's more expensive than it really needs to be. So it's not a great use of money. But as far as vacations go, it's just, you don't have to think about anything. They tell you your foods are here. Show up and get food. Show up to shows if you feel like it. No responsibilities, no nothing. You just go. Just chill.
For the most part, all of my vacations have been staycations because they are the cheapest forms of vacation.
Yes.
Have my first real vacation in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Gotta go see the world's strongest man competition.
Yeah. Who are you rooting for?
I mean, I like a lot of the strongmen. Of the ones that are participating, probably Mitchell Hooper.
Okay.
I think he's got a real strong chance to win this year. I mean, two-time back-to-back champion Tom Stoltman's going to be there, but he wasn't that strong at the Arnolds this year, so I don't know if he's going to be ready, or maybe he wasn't ready for the Arnolds because he was planning on being ready for Worlds. I don't know.
Maybe. If he does do a three-peat, would he be the first or just like one of?
I don't think he would be the first. I want to say somebody else has. I can't be certain because there's a couple people who've won it 4 times. There's one person that's won it 5 times. I think Pujanovsky might have won it 3 times in a row.
I can see that. Rapid fire.
I need kinetic boost to get to Aegis to get to Sanctify.
Yeah.
I was really considering that hypermetabolism though. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of strongman. It's going to be the last World's Strongest Man of Brian Shaw, who is 4-time winner. Largely regarded as one of the best strongmen of all time. It's going to be the last World's Strongest Man of Marcus Felix, who's been doing it longer than anybody else. This is going to be his 18th World's Strongest Man competition.
Woo!
And then by competing this year, he will also be the oldest person to compete, which was previously held by Odd Haugen, who's the guy who trained Martinez DCs, who isn't there this year because he was taking the year off due to injuries. I could talk strongman a lot. I don't know if people can tell. I like strongman. But I'll try not to ramble too much about it. Oh, I got a level. I'm just sitting here dancing around. I got a level. Okay. I think I have plenty of rerolls.
You do.
So let's utilize some here. Let's get our ages here so we can work on our sanctify.
Yeah.
Oh, don't talk to me or my son ever again, because we're both gonna be exploded. Okay. Pop, 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 pop. So, James, do you have anyone in particular that you like in Strongman that you would be rooting for? You watched a fair amount of it with me.
I do. I did. I have watched a fair bit with you. I don't know who's all competing this year.
Oh, it's Crab!
Oh my gosh, you got your crab.
The build is legit.
Wave 185 crab battle.
This build was for you, Krabby Patty.
Oh, those poor children.
Oh, they go right into the crab pot, gonna have a nice gumbo. Oh, look at this.
Oh, that don't look right. That don't feel right.
It's the all-you-can-eat crab leg buffet.
And done. Followed immediately by a Scion.
Yeah. I suspected that this might do well against crab. I think I have proven my suspicions.
Yeah. Yeah, we got as far as strongmen are concerned, we got like Martins Lisi's. It's pretty great.
He's not competing this year because of injury stuff.
Let's see. Better agility could be good because Lance likes its turning.
It's true, but I really like the idea of a 1 hyper metabolism for a build like this.
I
think that regen is huge. I know that 15% on such a big shield is also big, but
I know, but it's probably fine.
Especially once I get Sanctify going on. I think it'll be big.
It is pretty good because it that extra regen is enough to, I think, balance against.
Oh, it's another crab!
Another crab!
Oh,
I thought this was rare, Chimeric.
I found the crab buffet. I'm built for this.
I like crab buffet. I had a bunch of crab legs on my boat. Great.
Did I tell you that I took my mom and my sister out for sushi for their first time?
Oh no, I did not hear that.
It went about as well as I expected. My sister found things she liked and found things she didn't like, and my mom tolerated being there and enjoyed the menu that didn't have sushi in it.
Fair.
But I wasn't pressuring her to like anything. I just wanted her to try it. If she tried it and then didn't like it, then it was fine. But for years, she's just like, I'm not gonna like it, so I don't want to try it. And I'm like, well, you can't say that without trying it. It's like, I'm not a seafood person, and I like sushi. So it's like, you just gotta try it. Also, 198 Glaucus.
Oh boy. He just got you in his grips.
Well, fine. But he needs to get a grip.
Shield, come back, please. Last stand.
It's fine. I got 2 crabs.
You did get 2 crabs. But speaking of trying things. Oh boy, you could burn out here. This could be
Oh,
bad.
shield come back!
Well,
The shield didn't come back.
the shield did not come back. That's tragic.
Man, that was a quick wave 200 though.
Yeah,
We were speed running through.
we're good.
So yeah, there's a couple of quick runs this weekend. We didn't get the initial crab, but we got two crabs in the back.
The 2 crabs in the back. It was great.
And then I goofed, and then I never got the sanctify, which would have been nice, and the sanctuary. I keep calling it sanctify. It's sanctuary.
Nah.
It's fine. But mission accomplished. I cooked a crab. That's all I wanted to do.
You cooked some crabs. Yep.
It wasn't a lofty goal, but it was a goal, and I've succeeded.
Yeah.
So I hope you all enjoyed it. See you guys next time.
Okay, bye-bye.